EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Caleb going to throw right away. He finds his man, complete. It's Mendoza. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Looking to throw is Williams. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Now the first carry here for the running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Williams. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sandbagger at the 38. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the...
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recovering.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Vegas! Vegas! Yes, yes!
Working out of the gun, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. 34-yard line. Offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now he's free at the 35 and down to the 16-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas, and even 50 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Right back to him on 1st down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
It's not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. That's caught by Tucker. And a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Geno Smith keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Raiders are back within a score. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The score, Bears 10, Raiders 7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except for certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mendoza. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bears.
Williams going to look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Vegas!
To the air, Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not a great start, dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
10 yards to go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again here, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
10 yards.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You get down near the goal line, you need to start listing the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Throwing is Williams. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. Here's Williams. This is intercepted. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a group.
And a nice spin into some open field. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run with Genty. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The Raiders in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 19. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Sunday here, Sunday. There we go, Sonoma. 390%. There we go, Sonoma.
Now it's Genty. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, we go, here we go. Get ready, get set up. We're good. Snowball, snowball. Play like a minute. Hey, we go, set up.
Now Gino. Touchdown Raiders. Trey Tucker from 17 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll repeat this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That would hit right at the 9, but he couldn't get it to check up. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw, Smith. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Middle, middle. Hey, here we go, man. Good shot.
Now a handoff looking right. Well, this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Watch the motion. Hey, movement.
Up the middle, it's Genty. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Check 58. 13 next. Hey, alert. Hey, trio left.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Third and 2.
Hey, we go to the line. Middle. We're not even set. Hey, go flip her up. Snowball.
A shotgun snap for Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A run straight ahead with Genty. And he's blocked out at the 24 after a gain of 4. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
49.
On the give, Genty. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Alert. 13 next.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He'll try and do this himself. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So it was 4th down and 1 in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Back to throw. Williams. He finds his man. Complete. It's Mendoza. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Williams. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Well, this is caught. He hits one. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air once more. Williams. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Raiders 24, Bears 13.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Williams now. A final shot before break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Santos kicking off for Chicago.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Gino now to throw. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn it loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Y'all got to talk about taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We got a low power.
Pause. Ready. 390%.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
From the 43, here's second and 9. After the run, Smith going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. Trying. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, 45 yards. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking to throw is Williams. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
He's going to air one out. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Now the point after try for Santos. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Raiders 31, Bears 20.
touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead. An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On play action, here's Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's Williams. He finds his man, complete. That's Mendoza. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Oh, and that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And that's far they've been successful.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw once more, here's Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line. To throw, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
And it's 3rd down.
Williams going to look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So another incomplete completion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. To the air, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
It's second down.
Back to throw. Williams. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Santos now to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Next to score, Raiders 38, Bears 27. Tyro Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the key.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
42-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Dante Thornton, a dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think after the last drive, they got pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And given 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And it's third down.
Williams from the gun on third down. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They'll go. Here's Williams. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on fourth and long to give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again here, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Ready to go.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's another Bears first down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
17 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building and bullying. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Smith here, an audible at the line.
Now Gino.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
A run out of the gun with Genty.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
On the stop. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now Smith.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Smith.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's a gain of 9.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 10.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Throwing again is Smith.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Ashton Genty, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Carl, Wilson on for the PAT. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
In good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fighting through, and he's got space. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 65 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. But that was well executed.
Williams going to throw for it, and that's caught at the 2. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2, and they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to forward on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be audibly happy with their execution overall. They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 59, check 59, cover.
Here's Smith. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, 65 yards. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
put a drive together. Looking to throw is Williams. Throw right side, take it in by Odunze.
Complete to number 15.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Well, the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith going to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
Secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Gino now to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Smith throwing again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Carlson now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Raiders 66, Bears 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On fourth down, here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing now, Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
To the air, Williams.
Max Crosby has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
A loss of 14 on the play. It's second down.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Throwing is Williams.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's now third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
And all the way up to the 47-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts.
That's good.
And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
44 yards on the play. First down, Bears.
Working out of the gun, Williams.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick in the game. Instead, second down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory,